What's up, everybody? Werner Von Monrad here. Today I'm going to talk about Gang Starr, but I'm not going to talk about the duo of Guru and Premier. And you might say, how's that possible? Well, because as some of you probably already know, but a lot of people I don't think necessarily know, Gang Starr was not always Guru and Premier. It was always Guru, but certainly wasn't always Premier. Originally, Gang Starr was a three-man crew. Now, if you actually kind of go into the history and you read our interviews and stuff, Big Shug was a part of the group too, but he wound up doing jail time before they ever did a record. So really, Big Shug is sort of an honorary man of the crew at that point, but he never did any songs until much later when he came out with the Gangstarr Foundation and stuff like that in the 90s. So really, Gangstarr in the beginning was a three-man crew. It was Guru, it was Damo, D-Ski, and DJ Want to Be Down. Sometimes you'll see in the credits somebody named Mike D. That's also DJ Want to Be Down. That's the same guy. Okay, so it all started here, man, with this 12-inch. This is a repress, as you can see. This is the big, their wild pitch, what do they call it? When MCs had skills repress series. All three of these old school Gangstarr 12 inches were repressed, which is good because the OGs are really hard to find and would be huge holy grails. But thankfully Wild Pitch repressed these in the 90s, so they're much easier to find, but pretty affordable. So these are, the next couple 12 inches we're going to look at are all represses. And they look totally different. I mean, the original was in a black sleeve with a black sticker. This is a regular Wild Pitch sleeve, and it's got these, you know, the format stickers on that they all had. They also did some other stuff like, you know, the UMCs and everybody else on Wild Pitch, and they all had these kind of uniform stickers when they did the represses. But otherwise, the records are the same. It's the same track listing, it's the same music, etc., etc. It's a proper repress, including the fact that this first 12-inch is on 45 RPMs, even though it's a 12-inch. The original was like that, and so thus the repress is like that. And so what is this? It is, yes, the first Gangstarr 12-inch. It's called The Lesson, and no, it's not on their debut album. It's also not produced by DJ Premier. He wasn't involved. Again, it was Gangstarr, Guru with Damo D-Ski as the other MC, there's two MCs, and DJ Want to Be Down as the producer DJ. So how is it? It's pretty good. I'll be honest, it's a little bit corny for sure. The production's alright, it's got a nice horn sample for the hook and all. It's decent. It's certainly got some Premier signature, Premier meaning the adjective, not the DJ. Signature Guru kind of flow and voice is definitely Guru, but it's not necessarily his best performance. It's got sort of a message rap, obviously, as per the title. I'm not going to talk too much about the song because I'm going to play clips of everything. And I don't want this to be like an 80-minute video, so we'll just go right into The Lesson.
Your lesson, but you did it again. You're hanging out all night with your so-called friend. You try to find a way to hide the truth, but you're not fooling me. I know the scoop. Your mother, she's crying, your dad's upset, and you keep denying you don't know yet that the things that you do affect them too. And you're much too selfish, you know that it's true. You're impressing your friends because you thought it was cool. You robbed an old lady in the back of the school to be down with the rest. You wanted so much, but someone killed the lady. Now you're in a clutch situation. Explanations you must make to the law. Why your mother, your father did a total off. Because the one that they dreamed would go so far is handcuffed in the back of the police car. Learn about it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get the lesson. Get the lesson. Get the lesson. Get it. Get it. Told you get a job. It's what you
Alright, so we're back, and that was 1987. I didn't mention that. That was from 1987, and so was this next one. This is a 3-song 12-inch, Bust a Move Boy, To Be a Champion and Believe That. And one thing that's interesting right off the bat about this 12-inch is that the labels are actually reversed. I don't know if this is true, the original is probably just the remix, but the A-side is actually the B-side, and the B-side is actually the A-side. They're mislabeled. Anyway, so again, it's the original crew. It's both MCs, it's DJ Want to Be Down as the DJ, and sometimes the producer, but interestingly, 2 of the tracks are produced by none other than DJ Mark, the 45 King, and those songs are great. Also, The DJ Want to Be Down produced song is better, I think, than the last, and he's improved. So this is a killer 12-inch all the way. 3 songs, all great. Great production. Guru has stepped up his game a little bit. Damo is good too. They're both good MCs on this. It's just really great must-have 12-inch. And again, it's not on any of the Gangstarr albums.
3, 2, 1, yo, this is going out to those who should be listening. Believe that. Believe that. Feelings of pressure are what I'm giving to you. I'm a professor, call me the greater guru. Brand new, it's true. You threw me a cheat. Believe I'll leave you naked, like Adam and Eve. I like a preacher, hard to speak the truth on the pulpit. I can make you break your faker, you have to forfeit. Get off it, you missed it, cause, hey yo, fast and slow, I'm good to go. I rock the show, and don't you know, I can groove and I will prove my voice is smooth, the rhymes ooze. On out like red hot lava. Tap like a fade that you got from the Bible, so go on and on. And it be a perpetual. My gang is killing, and we can bet you will see that realistically, when I'm on the mic, I'm the way to be. I pick my jewels and I choose to rock wherever we're at. Yo, you know we can't lose, so believe that. Believe that. Believe that. Politician with a great campaign. We bring the MCs to submission who don't maintain, because sometimes the rhymes, man, can get so intricate. I get certificates to prove I'm terrific at.
Slick Rick used this for Star Trek, by the way.
Now this beat will be exceptional. And yo, we got rhymes, so don't fret, cause you get with it and shit, but don't mistake these inspiring words. You'll sway to I display. And yo, all you nerds that can't dance advanced romance, don't worry. Cause in a flurry, you all will hurry to unlearn, discern some type of body movement. Body hardy, and get total improvement. So you can deal with all the business at hand and blend with the music like you know you can. Cause it's time to go all out smooth, so you can prove it's nothing but a small thing. So what's the move, boy? I twist it, I task it, I make it into casket, cause you have this and asses to put you in the basket. I was driven from my home by the ultimate desire to crush the wolf. Inside me there's a fire, that's right, like an army from across the sea. I have the power and the force, gaining victory. Or I can rage a fierce battle when I feel there's a cause. Take a stand, suckers crumble, send them home in their draws. But for the most part, I'm always praying for peace. The lamentations of the poor and all the wars must cease. Yo, first it was a rumor that one day from afar will come a man with the plan and a gang and a star. But lo and behold, let the message unfold. Yo, I'm kicking right in, taking total control to be a champion. What do we want to be a champion? So determined to conquer sacrifices I've made. My vision so clear and my light will not fade.
Okay, now it's 1988 and we're here with the third single, Moving On. Again now, this is all produced by DJ Mark the 45 King. DJ Want to Be Down is still the DJ, but he's not the producer. Another great song. Anytime you mix Guru with 45 King, you know you're in for some hot shit. I mean, they were actually a great combination. And honestly, if the premiere hookup never happened, which thankfully it did because they made a bajillion great records together, then the combination of Guru and 45 King would have also been pretty fucking fantastic. Now, what's interesting is the B-side to Moving On is Gusto and Knowledge. And both of those titles you probably are familiar with because they are on the first Gangstarr album. And those are the only songs not produced by Premier that are on the debut album, No More Mr. Nice Guy. And yes, Damo Diski is on one of those songs too, and that's the only appearance on No More Mr. Nice Guy of an MC who's not Guru.
I I think performers have to move. Have to move on. You just can't do the same old material.
Let's groove on, cause it's time to move on. All you prepping MCs, we're gonna prove wrong. You just brag and fabricate stuff, frontin' in line. You try to fake tough, please. Allow me to expound upon minor thoughts for chumps. I'm looking down upon I grow and glow. You see my light shine, you know I throw the crazy hype rhyme chill. Cause you can't compare to me. Words with meanings, these are very dead to me, see? That's why I made a new design. Yo, B, I made it just for you cause I'm a genius. And I should do no wrong, I mean this. So I'm moving on.
I think performers have to move. Have to move on.
These feelings that I am revealing, their emotion deep like the ocean. When I say deep, I mean indubitably. I'm deep, deeper than the deep blue sea.
These next two you guys know from the album, so I'll just do some quick needle drops to remind you.
You say I'm slow, I say I'm spontaneous. Rocking the place, I'm not mainly just saying some words that are weak or incoherent. And it's apparent that you fear us, the gang. But I'm still a peace seeker. I'm in your face, don't have to sneak, yellow.
So again, these are the 45 King produced tracks.
Like yoga. And yo, I know the time must be mine. So I'm gonna throw the whole kit and caboodle in. While you sit doodling, scribbling. Now wipe your mouth, cause it's dribbling, that's nasty. So how you gonna get past me with your babbling punk? I have to put a rattle in your hand. And then I'll serve you like an infant. Put a bib on you and feed you instantaneous.
See, those are as classic as anything that he did with Premier. So okay, now somewhere in between that period of 1987 to 88 is when Guru moved from Boston to New York. DJ Mike D, or One to Be Down, and Demo D-Ski were Boston MCs. They stayed in Boston, and that's why they sort of left the group. Guru went to New York. He hooked up with 45 King, which is why they made those songs together. And then he hooked up with Premier, and thus the Gangstarr we all know and love was born. But that is not the end of Gangstarr without Premier. The same year that Gangstarr, the one we all know and love, sort of put out Moving On with the 45 King produced tracks on Wild Pitch, the Gangstarr Posse came out on Be Down Records, as in One to Be Down, DJ One to Be Down. He hooked up with a couple more MCs, and they became the Gangstarr Posse, which is not to be confused with the Gangstarr Foundation. The Gangstarr Foundation is Group Home and Jeru and Big Shug when he came out, and it was sort of the extended family of Gangstarr. But the Gangstarr Posse is the Boston portion of Gangstarr, hanging on to the name and still being Gangstarr, while Guru and Premier were Gangstarr in New York. Now, to be clear, the Gangstarr Posse does not include Demo D-Ski. He's out of the picture. He's not part of the Gangstarr Posse now, nor is he part of Gangstarr anymore, because Gangstarr now is Guru in New York working with Premier, and occasionally the 45 King, but that was, phasing out, and phasing in was Premier. And he did not stick around for Gangstarr Posse. He was a minor when this all started, so I don't actually know what happened to him. But DJ Mike D, One to Be Down, hooked up with two new MCs, Little Smitty and King Chab, to form the new crew, his new crew, keeping the Gangstarr name, the Gangstarr Posse. So this was also 1988. They came out with Young Girls. Now, Young Girls, as you can kind of see on the label here, features Joe Bird Jr. He's just sort of an R&B singer who sings the hook. He's not part of the crew or anything, but he's on the song. He's actually pretty good. The song as a whole is pretty good. The B-side is How You Cope is even slightly better. Both songs are good though. Again, no Guru though, and of course no Premier. So this is the Gangstarr Posse with the original DJ and now his sort of new crew that came out the same year as Bust a Move. Moving on, rather. This is the guest Joe Bird. Could have done without him.
Young girls living a fast life. A young girl should grow to be nice. Young girls living a fast life.
nice. Young girl, yo, I said a young girl to be nice. Young girl, that's right, I said a young girl to be nice. Hold on, excuse me, yo, beat this. I'm about to tell you off, you can call it a kiss. Something you don't know. Yo, Smith, it's how you go. Please, I'm like, hey, this how you go, boy. What time is it, Mike? Yo, it's like this. It's time to say another funky rhyme. Yeah, it's time to say another funky rhyme to keep it on time because it's going for mine. Hey, yo, Smith, Miss, what up? What's that rhyme? Nothing can erase the painful imprints on your mind. Once I find the time to make a rhyme that's genuine. You can't say it perfect, that's a definite fact. Yo, making it by faking it, we ain't even trying to get with that. Some of those who knows how it feel, it goes shows. How big headed they think they be turning up their nose. There's a large amount of rappers, so I get to the point. Rap industry's a ton of weed. I'm just a joint of Buddha blessed. Cess, whatever is the best. I took the stance and now the man with the plan can take a rest. I'm gonna keep kicking off to make it dope like soap on a rope. Will I drop it? It's how you cope, boy.
Yes, it is Smith. I want to tell him again.
It's how you cope.
Oh, yes, it is. Hey, yo, Smith. Throw this one at him, brother.
Pick up the pen and paper, cause you're a faker. The girlie I'll take her, make her, then I'll break it up.
Now we cut to 1989, and Gangstarr, as we all know it, is a formidable engine moving on strong, manifest, positivity, the No More Mr. Nice Guy album. No, Gangstarr in New York is moving on hardcore. And Gangstarr Posse, however, continues on with their next record, Swinga and Read the Label. This is 1989, and again, so this is DJ Want to Be Down's crew with King Shab and Little Smitty, and interestingly, this one is produced by Grandmaster Flash, as in, yes, the original Grandmaster Flash.
I like Swinga. I like Swinga. I like Swinga. I like Swinga in the winter, summer, spring, and fall. I like Swinga. I like Swinga. I like Swinga. Da 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 da. Woo! It was once upon a Friday night when GSP was going out. I threw on my fur, got in my Jeep cause it was snowing out. Without hesitance, I pulled up at the residence and answering the doors to be that record label president. I said, hello, Miss J. She said,
Hi, you're late an hour, but it's a small thing because Mike just got in the shower.
I said, we got time to waste. It's only 10 o'clock. I'm waiting for Mike to watch a videotape the places we rock. We finally found the jam that we was hunting for. I heard you never came, so why you frontin'? You're giving me that and all that while I Smith off to rap. I said, ooh, started clapping with the mic on the strap. Get on the stage, the mic smiles, turntables are there. Pulled the mic out the pocket, plugged it in the socket, rocked it clear. One girl said,
You're a real hungry. I didn't know you could
I
rap.
said, yeah, and I also like Swinga. I like Swinga. I like Swinga. Da 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 da. Drop it. Rhymes I'm giving dope individual. You know it, American original. Like us, it's a must to thrust and go for more. Gangstar's going far, but little sweeties on the floor to score. Improve this groove, will make your body move and sway. Hey yo, look the way my DJ. Once you get down on a sound, it's able to rock a show on your town. On the tube or on cable, so read the label. So read the label. I get loose with juice when I'm flowing. Yo, it's time to start showing. I'm an enemy to failure, man. I couldn't tell you.
These records, oh, by the way, these are not picture covers. These are actually the label covers for Beat Down Records, which are pretty damn cool with some nice illustrations on them. You got DJ there on the other side. So they're pretty dope, but yeah, they're not picture covers. Those are actually just the label sleeves. And Beat Down Records did do one or two other records that had nothing to do with the Gangstarr Posse. Well, not nothing to do, because DJ Want to Be Down was still involved as producer and label owner, but otherwise no connection really to the Gangstarr in any way, shape, or form. And so finally it was at this point that the crews really fully split and parted ways. Gangstarr, of course, went on to do everything we know that Gangstarr has done, from jazz music all the way down to, you know, the 2000s, Full Clip and all that. And the Gangstarr Posse actually changed their name to the Posse NFX. Bam, they put out this album in 1990. Again, they were still in Boston. And they actually had a bit of a hit with the song Black or You White, which got a lot of play. The video got a lot of play on MTV Raps all the time. They had another single called The King or something. And they were pretty good. Again, Gangstarr was the real, you know, the audience focus was on, you know, that's where things were just amazing. Premier's production, Guru's voice, so Gangstarr was it. But, you know, the Posse, the Gangstarr Posse / the Posse NFX, really not that bad and worth looking into if you're more into, especially into kind of the history of Boston rap. There's some good stuff on here. Again, not mind-blowingly classic like a lot of Gangstarr singles, but definitely some good stuff, some talent involved.
Flavor station and a half. We came to wake up all people tell you where you're from. Where you at? Just some time is that we keep on, but I don't touch over still up. Hurts like your mother, but still I'm gonna keep on fighting around to overcome. When I'm young, won't be blind, deaf and dumb. In this world, I've been plagued by AIDS, bloods, corruption. We were set on a path, the road. Strong time will live straight like a line. Some walk with a piece, others walk with a 9 and much backer. Suckers like to act a whole cracker. Time again, I found myself having to sack them. Those who were losing, who were killing each other. Not giving a damn, but I demand to spread your hand and love your brother. Sent your sister from the stolen son and butt for a jumbo. What a dumb hole, you wanna watch your life crumble. A rumble with the streets, another gang member found. Cost of living going up, chance of the living going down. Yo, what happened to Torn? I used to see that nigga off. I heard his name 6000 and his new homies a call. Yo, I thought he couldn't fall. Yeah, he was optimistic. He was living kind of fat, but still became a statistic. Another youth dies and you think born city, but that's how it is when you're living in the city. On every corner there's a man with crack in his hand, and every other second you're here. Let me get one man. I'll be back for seconds, yo. I'm hoping that you be the man goes, nigga.